Then he made a bronze altar, 20 cubits in length and 20 cubits in width and 10 cubits in height. And he made the sea of cast metal, 10 cubits from brim to brim, circular in form, and its height was 5 cubits, and 30 cubits in its circumference. Now figures like oxen were under it and encircling it, 10 cubits, entirely encircling the sea. The oxen were in 2 rows, cast in one piece. It stood on 12 oxen, 3 facing the north, 3 facing west, 3 facing south, and 3 facing east, and the sea was set on top of them, and all their rear parts turned inward. And it was a handbreadth thick, and its brim was made like the brim of a cup, as a lily blossom. It could hold 3,000 baths. He also made 10 lavers, and set 5 on the right side and 5 on the left, in which to wash things, that is, in which they would rinse things for the burnt offering, but the sea was for the priests to wash in. Then he made the 10 golden lampstands in the way prescribed for them, and he put them in the temple, 5 on the right side and 5 on the left. He also made 10 tables, and placed them in the temple, 5 on the right side and 5 on the left. And he made 100 golden bowls. Then he made the court of the priests and the great court and doors for the court, and overlaid their doors with bronze. And he put the sea on the right side of the house toward the southeast. And Huram made the pots and the shovels and the bowls. So Huram completed doing the work which he did for King Solomon in the house of God, the 2 pillars and the 2 bowls and the 2 capitals on top of the pillars, and the 2 networks to cover the 2 bowls of the capitals which were on top of the pillars, and the 400 pomegranates for the 2 networks, 2 rows of pomegranates for each network to cover the 2 bowls of the capitals which were on the pillars. He also made the stands, and he made the lavers on the stands, and the 1 sea with the 12 oxen under it. And the pots and the shovels and the flesh hooks and all its utensils, Huram made of polished bronze for King Solomon for the house of Yahweh. On the plain of the Jordan the king cast them, in the clay ground between Succoth and Zereda. Thus Solomon made all these utensils in great quantities, for the weight of the bronze could not be found out. Solomon also made all the furniture which was in the house of God, even the golden altar and the tables with the bread of the presence on them, and the lampstands with their lamps of pure gold, to burn in front of the inner sanctuary in the way prescribed, and the flowers and the lamps and the tongs of gold, of purest gold. And the snuffers and the bowls and the spoons and the firepans, of pure gold, and the entrance of the house, its inner doors for the Holy of Holies and the doors of the house, that is, of the nave, of gold.